Great day. I'm Gwen Nash, and I just want to invite you to another moment of Next Level You, where I'm offering one nugget and one spark that will propel us to our next level. You know, many a times there are things that happens in each and every last one of our lives that causes a disruption unexpectedly. But what is important is that we understand that control isn't silent and that its strength in motion. And what I want to encourage us on today is to deal with managing and having a control mindset. You see, when we pause before we react, it protects our peace, it protects our purpose, and it protects that God-given power. See, point number one lets us know is that we've got to learn how to stay calm. And sometimes it's going to take something or someone greater than you and I. So many times I remember when I used to smoke and I smoked cool cigarettes. And I used to tell myself by the time cigarettes became 75 cents, I was going to stop smoking. But by 10 o'clock at night, I found myself putting butts back together because I wasn't in control of the situation. And so I realized that I needed a greater power. I needed a greater uh, inner strength to be able to be disciplined enough to be in control of my own life. So my thought is that we've got to learn how to stay calm and how to stay in control of our own personal emotions, that everything remains intact no matter how out of order our circumstances may be. You see, Isaiah 26:3 says, I will keep thee in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Point number two is to learn how to stay focused. What are you looking at? And what direction are you taking? It is so important that we remember that the power doesn't really lie within us, but we need a higher power that's able to take us to the next level. Here in Psalms 121 and 1 and 2, it says, I will lift my eyes to the hills which cometh my help. For my help cometh from the Lord, which has made heaven and earth. So you and I have got to understand that what we need in this hour is not within ourselves, but it's got to come from a higher power. And my third point for us on tonight is that we've got to be able to be led by better decisions and better choices. To have a control mindset, it's important to remember that we're not suppressing our emotions, but it's all about being led in the manner that we are in the right position and that we learn to manage our outcome. You see, being put disciplined is a learned behavior. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. And sometimes it's going to take time. So I just want to encourage you on today that no matter what you may be dealing with, when our challenges arise, when we can either react or respond in a different way that determines what kind of peace, the power, and the progress that you and I are going to have in our lives. It's not always necessary to have the last word. It's not always necessary to have the last cut below the belt, because at the end of the day, the final outcome comes through mastering and controlling your outcome. And no matter how the rug has been pulled out from under your feet, I want you to learn how to be encouraged no matter what comes your way. So don't forget, my motto is awake, engage, and soar. I'll see you soon.